Hey everybody, Michaela Vernava alongside Zach Cox at Gillette Stadium as the Patriots prepare for Week 3. I want to do a little Tom Brady breakdown because, my God, what a game he had against the Saints. Career game, really.
Career game, yeah. 447 passing yards was the third most he's ever had in his career. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, first time he's ever done that, which kind of surprised me. I was thinking back to the Titans game in the snow back here when he had 5 touchdowns in the quarter, but that was in the second quarter, not in the first quarter. So, yeah, I mean, obviously playing against the Saints, that's kind of what you're supposed to do when you're Tom Brady, and he definitely did. He performed as you would expect Tom Brady to perform against a defense as bad as the Saints.
And especially he performed as you'd expect him to, coming off a terrible loss and disappointing game like he did in Week 1. But what really impressed me was kind of the intangibles, the amount of times that he kind of won the refs over, and especially just the awareness of when he realized there were 12 men on the field, chucked that ball, and everyone's freaking out like, oh, he just threw a nasty interception. And then when you realize he totally knew what he was doing, it was completely calculated and conscious.
Honestly, I had a little bit of a problem with that play. He did see that there were 12 men on the field. He did make that play. He did the quick snap, got Manti-Te'o before he could get to the sideline. But you don't have to throw it into triple coverage. You can just snap it and then throw it anywhere else on the field other than into 3 waiting Saints defenders. I mean, yeah, he was in the right, but who knows if the refs are going to agree with him? Maybe they messed up that play. Then you give away a free interception. So
this is something that I did want to get into with you because I had kind of a subtweet because I would never call you out, Zach, because I think you're an incredibly knowledgeable and insightful football analyst. However, I did disagree with your one tweet that said, I forget exactly how you worded it, but I put out on my own Twitter, that was not a mistake. It was calculated and very
In the moment, I said that he lucked out. Because that was before before I noticed the 12 men. But even after I noticed the 12 men, be like, come on, you can take advantage of that play while not being quite that reckless.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from. I can definitely see that. We're going to agree to disagree on this one. I think just because of, if this was a guy, say if this was Marcus Mariota or a guy who's just in his second, third year and hadn't proved himself to the point that Tom Brady has, I would 100% agree with you. But just knowing what we know about Tom Brady, I can't help but think that
the persuasiveness was on another level in this game. It was great. I know people complain about when Tom Brady complains to the refs, but twice in that game, both the 12-men play and the offensive pass interference on the Chris Hogan touchdown that the refs ended up picking up, he ran right over to the refs and said, hey, you called this incorrectly. This is what should be called. And the refs were like, you know what, Tom, you're right. You're right. And then paid off for the Patriots.
Well, both on and off the field, Tom Brady kind of always making headlines. Speculation that maybe a little history with Miss Ivanka Trump. That's been out there, a little gossip. But also, he has a cookbook out. He did talk about that on his show that he does on Westwood One. What do you think about the cookbook? I know that you do the TB12 meals. Are you going to be buying the cookbook?
The TB12 meals are actually pretty good. I cooked another one of them the other night. This one actually isn't even a cookbook. He had a cookbook a couple of years ago. This is a full kind of like health
just
wellness
like a guide,
Bible,
like
pretty much.
Life coach type of deal.
Yeah, I know our colleague Doug Kide has been doing some work with the resistance bands that Tom Brady is hyping up for his pliability. I don't know. I haven't dug into the book yet. I'm gonna have to grab myself a copy and see what this TB12 method is all about.
Yeah, well, Tom just getting after it, very aggressive, full court press in all areas of life.
He's preparing for his post-football career, I can tell. I think he's going to play for quite a while more, but you can tell in the last year or two he's really been kind of amping up his
social media presence, media presence in general,
the kind of endorsements. He's preparing for life after football, as he should, because even though he's still playing at a high level, this isn't going to last forever.
Yeah, well, for all your Tom Brady news, you know where to keep it, right here, NESN.com.